Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutation to the hopeful elect. I came out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth and the truth and presenting their body as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well. I'm the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming back to you with another lesson. And this lesson is concerning basically our trials, you know, and our tests and our proving, all right? Because ultimately, when you finish this course, you know, being a hopeful elect, you know, the Lord, he lets you know in, what's that? I think it's 2nd Esdras. That's in the beginning of 2nd Esdras. I think it's the 1st chapter. But he said those that stood so stiffly for the name and was crowned, all right, by a man taller than the other men. That was it was talking about Yahweh Shai. But basically, and the Lord lets you know, he proving us as friends. The scripture tell you to prove a friend. The scripture tell you lay hands on no man suddenly, all right? But that's what the Lord doing to us. So we all, and I was telling the brothers the other day, I was talking to a brother, and I always say it, but I told the brothers, just like we got different gifts, we got different battles. You know, the Lord actually caters, you know, certain things towards certain brothers. It's things that offend me that won't offend, that offend my flesh that won't offend yours. It's things that go against my flesh that won't go against yours. There's things that offend you that won't offend me. But the Lord actually knows how to deal with and how to critique all his men. And one thing about your trials, your tribulation, your tests, you know, no matter what it may be, whether it be dealing with these women, whether it be a physical affliction, whether it be a financial affliction, the Lord brings this in your life to water, brother. 2nd Esdras 2:42, that's what I was quoting. But the Lord brings these things in your life, all right, so you can do what? You can go to him, and when you go to him, you go to the scriptures, man. And when you go to the scriptures, if you never tried, and you never try your own self with the scriptures or by reasoning, how are you even gonna be able to discern? Or like the elder Bro Yak say, become the next rulers of this thing. So basically embrace the trials, embrace the tribulation, and stand firm in everything, you know, that comes your way, because that's the Lord bringing you to this trial. So hey, in that day, when the hour of temptation comes, you can say, well, look, I use the scriptures, this worked. You know, the Lord brought me through this, the Lord brought me through that. It happened all the time. And that ultimately builds your faith, it builds your skill set in this truth, and it builds your discernment. So these things have to come. It's not some weird shit that just happened to you because of some why me shit. No, we all going through it to get to it. And you gotta embrace that as a soldier and as a man. And as a man proving himself unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. This is not gonna be long. You know, I don't intend on it to be long. But this is 1 Peter 4:11. It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. That's the scriptures. If any man minister, let him minister, let him do it to the ability which Yahweh give it, that Yahweh in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to whom praise and dominion, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. You see that? So he said, let him do is the ability that God give it. Now every man got, going back to what I said, every brother got his different measure and his different gifts. Just like he has his tribulations and his trials and his refining and his critiquing through the Spirit. Verse 12, it says, beloved, think it not strange the fiery trial which is to try you. All right, and Sirach, the 2nd chapter, comes to my mind. Being tried in the furnace of adversity. All right, being proven acceptable. See, we're being acceptable. That's why these niggas ain't doing the Lord let them go about their merry way. He don't give a fuck about them. Hey, look, when you don't care about a bitch, you don't get her rules to dress. You don't, I don't care, bitch, well, whatever you want. You know, when it's kids being fucking bad in the grocery store, you know, and they ain't your kids, you probably think this shit funny. But when it's yours, you be motherfucker. You know, straighten out. And that's what the Lord does for his loved ones, his chosen, his children, his woman. Because he loves us and he tries us so that we can go to him and see the oracles of Yahweh, like it just said in the 11th verse, to answer. All right, and answer with that. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers, Salaki, verse 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened to you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers in Mashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, that ye may be also with exceeding joy. Going back to that second Esdras 2 and 42. All right, that's when his glory is going to be revealed. All right, before that, you're going to get delivered from this destruction, seeing you endure to the end, seeing we endure to the end, and you're going to know it was real and it was worth it the whole time. All right, I'm going to jump to the 5th chapter. This is 1 Peter 5 and 6. It says, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. And I always said, you can't complain and be humble. Casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. So the Lord is looking out for us in everything he's doing for us. Just stay true and stay in the truth. Be sober, be diligent, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren in the world. So the whole body, you know, everybody in the body, you know, just because a brother don't cry like a bitch, you know, every time his woman pinch him on the ass, or every time he drop a rock on his foot, that don't mean that brother ain't going through shit. Just because that brother don't ask the whole camp for a handful of fucking money every time he down to his last $500, that don't mean niggas ain't broke. Look, man, we going through all type of shit, man. Me and Capo used to say it on the line all the time, man. Headache, heartbreak, nigga broke ache. We all going through this shit, man. But we know why. And we have the answers. The oracles of Yahweh. Just like we just read. It says, but the God of all grace, the power of all grace, who have called you into his eternal glory. We've been called. The scriptures say, many are called, but few are chosen. The scriptures say, be ye diligent to make your calling and election sure, man. Man, the fuck up. I love this shit. But the power of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Mashiach Yahushua, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. And we have the tools, man. We have the elders, we have the apostles, we have the brothers, we have the scriptures, we have the understanding of the scriptures. All right? So it don't matter. This is Philippians 4 and 13. It says, I can do all, Philippians 4 and 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatever state I am therewith to be content. For I know both how to abase, and I know how to abound everywhere. And in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, to abound and to suffer. I can do all things through Mashiach will strengthen me, because the answers are right here in the scriptures. The Apostle Paul said, I know how to live without. I know how to live when I got it. That's balance. All right, Proverbs tell you about that, man. You understand through the scriptures how to live with balance. All right. This is what I was quoting. I had mentioned. This is Proverbs 30:7. Two things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. So the Lord always puts you on something, but not too much. They always say the Lord don't give you nothing you can't handle. But he asked for it. This is stability. Anything else is just you complaining. It says, two things I have required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. So you got to learn how to operate, navigate in the situation that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put you in for that time, man. So he can strengthen you and show you. And you want to be able to say you did all. This is Ephesians 6:10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Because the tricks are out here. The traps are out here. All right. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness. Everything against us in this world. And against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take on the whole armor of Yahweh that ye may be able to stand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Having done all. Doing everything you fucking can, man. Fighting for this shit, man. Not shit, but It says, verse 13 again, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh that ye may be able to stand, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, and not taking that MOTB chip. Stand therefore, having your loins girt with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, because it takes faith to endure and go through these things, with which you'll be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit. And Apostle of the Recall always tells you to do that. Because it worked, nigga. And watching therefore with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. And that's what we doing, man. It said, for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly and make known to you the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds. Paul was speaking in chains, man. That therein I speak boldly as I ought to speak. So we casting down these fucking devils, man. There ain't nothing they can do about it, but stand firm in whatever you're going through, whether it's mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. Hey, the Lord got us, man. But with that being said, call Elohim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Hey, shalom to all the Akim apostles, elders that may be on the comment board. Hey, the water for posting that second address too, y'all were done. But shalom to all the apostles, Akim, elders, few sisters that may be watching. Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham and shalom. And shalom, brother. That's right. Romans 8:18. Shalom.